Okay, the next category that we're going to talk about is the networker. And the first thing I would share with you about this is that 80% of the people in the business have this as their primary or their most important business model. The networker is someone who makes their money basically by interacting with their friends and their personal community. 71% of the time when somebody buys or sells a house, they talk to one real estate agent. It's the person that they have in what we call the magic box, their friend in the real estate business. There's a huge conversion rate in this space. There's all kinds of advantages in working in here. Guys, this is the low-hanging fruit of the real estate business. You're going to be very successful in this space. These people already know, like, and trust you, which is a huge deal. You don't have to, get to know them, have them get comfortable. They're already comfortable with you. So that this is how most people in the business do their business. So what is the difference between the 80% of the people who make 20% of the money in the real estate business and the 20% who make 80% of the money? They have the same business model. Most people in the business do business this way, but the ones that make all the money do it better. And we're going to talk with you about what those habits are and some of the challenges involved in this model. So it's a great way to do business. Stay in touch. It's really that simple. So the first thing, if I was coaching you and you wanted to make networking your primary business model, first thing I would encourage you to do is have a CRM. Have that personal community somewhere where you would know where it was and you could interact with these people successfully. This is a selling through relationships and network. So your strength comes from building, creating, building, and maintaining those relationships. That is literally how you grow your business. Sometimes it's as simple as taking Uncle Harry to lunch. It might not seem like it, but it truly is. You don't need a lot of technology in this particular model. What you need is interaction with the people. So stay away from the more complex systems and tools. But you need to create connections, especially business connections. When you're asking, let's say that you know somebody and they're a dry cleaner. So how are you going to approach that person? You could go and ask them to help you build your business. Do you know anybody who's interested in buying or selling any real estate? Perhaps I can help them. But I think a much more constructive approach to that would be to go to that dry cleaner and say, hey, do you have any coupons that I could hand out to people coming into the area? More than half of the people that are moving into Northwest Ohio are moving from more than 50 miles away. Chances are they don't have a dry cleaner. Can I offer them some incentive for a first visit with you? You might do that with lawyers or hair people, hairdressers, anybody. And help business owners build their community rather than focusing on yourself. Be careful about social media presence if you're going to work as a networker. I hesitate to bring up politics, but if you do on Facebook, you run the risk of alienating about 50% of the people that live in this country. Okay? So I would stay away from that. I would stay away from controversial topics. I would talk about my family. I would talk about the people that you know and interact with successfully with listings and sales, your hobbies, your aspirations, whatever you want to do. But I would stay away from controversial topics. And get a social media presence. Everybody that you know should be in, not only in your network, but also you should be interacting with them on social media. Get a CRM, get a monthly newsletter out to everybody, engage in interaction points. We teach whole classes on this, so I'm not going to belabor it. But I am going to tell you that if you work in your sphere of influence, intentional, structured ways, it's probably going to automatically double your income next year. I have a specific behavior I would share with you. Ask for referrals. Most agents duck that question. Here's an interesting statistic. 85 to 90% of the people are happy when they leave a closing table. 2 years later, less than 12% of them can remember the name of their real estate agent. A lot of times people talk about current clients and past clients. Here's something I would like you to reframe. You don't have past clients, you don't have current clients, you have clients. you have a client, you have a real estate practice, and you have a community, a personal community of clients that you interact with. So become their resource. Stay in touch with them. Make sure that they have you in that real estate box, and the magic things will happen. And don't forget to ask for referrals. 60-second class on how to ask for a referral. Don't say, do you happen to know anybody who wants to buy or sell a house? Ask them if they have any friends that you can help. Ask them if there's somebody that you can get where they want to go. And ask for listings especially. Tell them you specialize in selling houses, and you happen to know anybody who wants to buy or sell a house. Know a couple of good reasons to do that right now. And just connect, connect, connect. Anybody who's ever given you a referral, or even that was successful or not, you should stay in touch with that person every 90 days. Those are people that are trying to give you, when someone says, hey, you know, my cousin wants to buy a house, here's their number. They are trying to give you between $6,000 and $15,000. They're trying to stuff that in your briefcase or your purse. You should honor and you should celebrate and you should appreciate that behavior. If you do that consistently, next year you will almost automatically double your income. Become a networker, stay a networker, engage with people. Thanks.